Witboost is a platform for data product management. It is composed mainly by two capabilities.
The new data strategy was about decentralization. We need to activate the divisions. So we are working a lot now to also shape up the data governance and invest in that. I think Witboost will help on that. We have worked for 35 years now. It's the Vision Zero, meaning that in 2050 it should be no fatalities on the Norwegian roads.
Hello, I'm Paolo Platter, CTO and Co-Founder of Witboost. It's a platform for data product management. It is composed mainly by two capabilities. The control plane, helping people to manage data products end-to-end, so the complete life cycle of data products. And then we have the marketplace that instead is helping business people to discover what kind of data products are available in the company. I'm here with Bjørn from SVV, that is a new customer of Witboost, and we are going to discuss the main challenges that they are facing in implementing their new data strategy.
In the Norwegian Public Road Administration, we had last year this revised data strategy. The organization had always been data-driven. It's strong expert communities, so we have a lot of data, we have a lot of resource-based use of data, but they are in silos. And the new data strategy was about decentralization. We need to activate the divisions. And going from a more centralized model to a decentralized model, we need to also think about scaling. And we saw that we need something on top on the data platforms to ensure that we have a common way of working across the organization when we scale.
And in which way do you think Witboost can help to achieve this vision?
Several ways. We have this idea that the data platform is a product with our own product team. So we separate the platform itself from the use of the platform, meaning that also we need to support main patterns. So we have to standardize the way of working for each team. Yeah. The second is that we also need to see that when you scale, you need to enforce some different thinking. So we also need something that we was able to ensure that we create team independence at the same time.
So on one side you are planning to use the builder to set up those guardrails and to standardize the data product definition and the vision that you have for data products in SVV. And on the other side you're planning to use the computational governance to keep control over the implementation pattern across all the different teams that you will onboard.
Yes, we have to start somewhere. We have to learn and adapt. So it's also that we are able to speed up the innovation, speed up the learning process, and also the way of adjust. They were working fast enough when we scale and find the best patterns.
Yeah. One of the main value proposition of Witboost is the practice shaper. So basically where you can shape your practice and evolve your practice step by step without sticking to strict definition of what a data product is and what will be in the future.
We are in a world that evolves technology, and when we're starting to look into what could help us on that kind of level to be able to put this governance plane or computational governance of what we're saying, is that we need something also independent from the technologies, because a part of have a living platform is to bring in new technologies, take out old technologies. So we need something that could also support on that without changing too much on the way of working, etc. We have a lot of multimodal data as well.
Yeah.
So we have 5,000 camera streams, we have 220,000 sensors, we see the car as a sensor. So meaning that we go from data in tables to data in different formats and in live.
Yeah.
So it's talking about operation speed with accuracy. So I think this is something we need to start with, learn and change. And
from a governance standpoint, how do you plan to use Witboost to increase the level of data governance, metadata management, and also compliance?
Yeah, we are a public service, so we have most of the inhabitants in Norway as customers. So privacy is a great deal for us. The second is that have a lot of public data and we need to share data. There's also EU regulation on that. We have to fix the data quality when the data origin in the first time. We have to ensure that we have metadata description in the sources, so we could use them and automate that downstreams through the processes. I think Witboost will help on that because you define the processes and you define governance as code. So we are working a lot now to also shape up the data governance and invest in that because we have 450 systems. In Statens Vegvesen or the Norwegian Public Road Administration, we have 3 major public contracts. One is that we are for the transportation industry responsible for reduce emission on it, and we are, and the industry is one of the largest contributors to the emission. The second is that we are ensuring mobility in Norway, and the last part is that we have worked for 35 years now, is the Vision Zero, meaning that in 2050 it should be no fatalities on the Norwegian roads. We are in a part of the data-driven journey now on Vision Zero. These people are pretty experts on working with traffic safety. They believe strongly be able to combine new data in data products will bring this on track and even farther down. And we see also that we will bring in new sources because we believe that the car is a sensor. The number of car crashes or accidents in Norway is so low that you, from that perspective, can't say that something is measured significant. Yeah. So we need to bring in data about the near accident, and the car knows.
Why do you think creating better data product, properly defined and managed, can impact this vision?
We have already launched the first data product or a concept that we call the risk curves. We have the National Road Data Bank, and we have been able from the new data combination to use machine learning to find the curves with an elevated risk that we have to do measures in.
So high quality data is highly impacting the results.
We're able to combine as a product and help us to operationalize working with traffic safety.
How did you find the process of getting started? Technical change? How do you see the initial movement to get started and embracing data product management?
I think the definition of data product is for many people kind of abstract. I think helping out that we Witboost have this kind of methodology for starting, help out with the question, help us through that kind of definitions, maybe start with a couple of few policies.
It's always a balance of enabling people to do
Correct.
something new like data product management, and on the other side having the right level of governance for
that. So we have to find the balance, because I strongly believe that that setting the right boundaries or guardrails will enable people to work effectively with data. If they are too strict, you will get the opposite effect. So finding that right balance is crucial working in the future.
Exactly on this point, we are working very hard in making the onboarding easier, leveraging AI. So having a data product manager co-pilot that is helping people to get started in creating data products, managing them accordingly with the policy, and also helping them in going through the change management. So this capability is called Witty, and is an agentic AI platform where also the customer can plug their own agent to automate certain kind of operation around the data product management. One of the biggest challenge I see in the market to get started in creating data products is the conversion of legacy system into data product. In Witboost, we adopt a pattern to leverage and convert the brown field in a data product field. How do you see this happening in your environment?
We have a situation where we have these distributed silos, and I don't think it's bring too much value to discuss too much migration or conversion of the existing environment right now. And that may make it, I think, a bit easier for us because we can start more greenfield and define our best practices without taking into account all the legacy way of working, etc. But at some point we need to also take care of the old, not right now, because we have too much good business cases on new data products that will bring new value instead of using time and effort to migrate or sanitize.
I completely agree. Typically, companies focus on migrating the data first into a new technology to be able to build the data product, but this is typically not paying off in terms. We see more an interoperability between the legacy and the data products, maybe creating an interoperability layer on top of the legacy system to leverage anyway the value that is already there without going into expensive migration.
We use the investment there as a layer to import into the platform instead of replacing the whole solution.
We are investing very heavily in this area to make this process easy and facilitate how companies can get started in implementing data products. Thanks for the insightful conversation. If you want to have more information about how Witboost can solve and enable your data product strategy, please contact me on LinkedIn, by email, or visit witboost.com. Hope to hear from you soon.